Whoa! This is Losen, the Black Panther Keita. He isn't interested in decisions or submissions because he can knock anyone out with any limb. That's why he's undefeated. The Black Panther holds 5 belts at the same time, something never seen before in MMA history. He has 1 interim title, 2 undisputed championships in the featherweight and lightweight divisions, and he's also a champion in 2 tournaments. Now the Black Panther has decided to conquer the UFC. After all, everything he's been through in life has prepared him for anything. Keita was born in Conakry, Guinea, into a very poor family.
Later, he and his family moved to Belgium, to the city of Kortrijk. As a child, he tried both basketball and football, but he didn't like either of them. An important point: during his school years, Losen had great difficulty controlling his emotions, and because of that, he often got into fights. The police practically lived on his doorstep. At one point, he even spent 4 months in jail, but that didn't teach him much. However, it's worth noting that it was street fighting that ended up changing his life. After his release, his temper worsened, and the number of fights he got into increased even more. One of Losen's friends noticed that he had great potential, but was wasting it by fighting on the streets. So he invited Losen to join an MMA club, and he agreed, finally channeling his aggression in the right direction. His professional career as a Belgian fighter began on October 5th, 2021. His first opponent was Gracian Golubiowski. Fight video is not publicly available, but it's known that Keita won. His second fight took place on November 2nd, 2019. This time, his opponent was Karol Michalak. Karol immediately tries to keep his distance, but during a kick attempt, he makes a mistake, and Keita calmly knocks him down. Keita tries to hold the center of the ring, and suddenly, bam! He executes a brilliant takedown. Keita explodes again. This time, a powerful Belgian knee lands on Michalak's head, followed by an overhand punch to the same spot. Karol makes another mistake during an attack, leading to yet another successful takedown by Losen. Michalak looks completely lost, giving up both his back and his front. Karol desperately dives for a takedown again, but once more, it backfires. He loses the position. A unanimous decision victory for the Belgian. December 7th, 2019, Keita's next fight. This time, his opponent was Sofiane Oudin. The Algerian shoots for a takedown and brings the fight to the ground. However, the situation quickly turns around. Keita gains top control and starts landing heavy punches to Sofiane's head. A solid left hook lands right on Sofiane's head. To avoid more trouble, the Algerian tries to take it to the ground, and he succeeds. Losen sometimes explodes with beautiful hooks, like here, but it seems he's hesitant to fully commit and follow up on his attacks. This time, it looks much better. Finally, we see a combination right up against the ropes. However, again, there's that lack of a finishing sequence. He even tries a Superman punch, but again, no continuation. It must be said, Keita's striking technique is excellent, and here we can see it clearly. A crisp, powerful hook lands right on the Algerian's jaw, sweeping him off his feet like a gust of wind. That was Losen's 3rd consecutive victory. Now we jump ahead in time. It's May 30th, 2020. Keita faced the Dutch fighter Raymond Jarman. The fight was quite short, and here we'll see a completely different version of Losen. The Belgian starts strong, throwing rapid hook combinations, clearly realizing his own power. One of those killer hooks lands square on Raymond's head. The referee immediately steps in and stops the fight. Now we can say with certainty, this was a confident victory for Losen. In 2021, Keita signed a contract with the Octagon MMA promotion, competing in the lightweight division. This marked a brand new chapter in his life. December 4th, 2021, Keita's opponent was Karol Rishavy from Slovakia. This was Losen's debut in the lightweight division. Before this fight, he had competed at welterweight. Losen starts the fight very aggressively, almost immediately landing an overhand, clear dominance. He catches the Slovak's leg and takes him down. However, they soon return to their feet, where Keita pins Carroll against the cage and unleashes precise striking combinations, the very kind that had been missing from his early fights.
Wild needs to rein in. I don't know if he can deal with the speed.
A clean right hook lands straight on the Slovak's head. We're seeing excellent dynamics from Losen. Keita is literally hunting. No wonder they call him the Black Panther.
Keita putting on a clinic here.
Oh my goodness. It just seems to me like they're operating on a different...
It looks like Keita's on fast forward.
Yeah.
Oh, nice body shot. He tried for the walk-off KO.
Wow.
He's back in, big shot from Black Panther. Losene Keita.
Wow.
Having fun in there.
Carroll didn't stay on his feet for long. Another body shot landed, and the referee stopped the fight. A spectacular victory for the Panther. February 26, 2022. His opponent was another Slovak fighter, Ronald Paradiser. Spoiler, this would not be their last encounter. There was a chance to win the interim Octagon Lightweight Championship, and Keita took that opportunity. The Panther immediately took the center of the cage and started throwing strikes. Ronald, however, tried to bring the fight to the ground and succeeded. Losen's attempt to get back up was stopped by another takedown. A good striking exchange begins, not too risky. Ronald shoots for a takedown, grabbing Losen's leg to bring it to the mat again. But Keita stays on his feet with all his strength. Ronald executes a nice takedown and takes the back, attempting a choke. But it doesn't work. The ground game is fully in the Slovak's favor. He's controlling the situation well. It's a tough round for Losen. Keita escapes the ground beautifully and finally lands a brilliant striking combination. By the third round, the pace slowed down a bit. Both fighters were saving energy. Keita was careful, but effective, landing clean shots. Keita uses a Muay Thai technique. Overall, he looks sharper than Ronald. Losen is chasing the Slovak around the cage, wearing him down, landing single but precise shots to the head. The Panther lets himself throw beautiful combinations of jabs and hooks, but Paradiser absorbs everything. The final round starts with a very impressive takedown attempt from Paradiser. However, Keita quickly switches into predator mode, presses his opponent to the fence, and lands strong hooks to the head. A sharp strike lands right on the Slovak's jaw, knocking him down. The Panther rushes to finish him. Ronald starts making the stakes. Instead of shooting for a takedown, he ends up on the mat himself. Keita refuses to follow him to the ground, while Paradiser's nose looks worse and worse. A hard-fought and well-deserved victory for the Panther by judges' decision. Ivan Buckinger, that was Losen's next opponent. The fight took place on June 4th, 2022. Keita starts the fight very aggressively, throwing powerful hooks to the Slovak's head. Ivan tries to shoot for a takedown, but fails, expecting to continue on the ground. However, the Panther stays upright and forces him back to stand up. Buckinger wants to grapple, but every such attempt turns against him. He keeps getting hit with strong combinations to the face. The Slovak repeats the same tactic, and once again, it completely fails. His head takes more damage. For the third time, Ivan makes the same mistake and eats a devastating combo to the head. He's driven against the fence, and Losen starts pommeling him. He has absolutely no chance. The referee steps in and stops the beating. Keita won and unified the Octagon Lightweight Championship. On February 11th, 2023, the Black Panther returned to the cage. His opponent this time was the Swedish fighter Samuel Bark. Keita starts the fight in a very bright fashion, performing a great takedown. Bark throws a low kick, but in response, he gets a beautiful hook that sends him sitting on the canvas. The Panther rains punches near the fence. We see full domination from the Belgian. Once again, Bark's low kicks end with his head meeting Losen's fist, and he drops down hard to the canvas. It's worth noting that Bark will keep repeating this mistake throughout the entire fight. The Panther actively and beautifully brings his hands into play. Hooks land perfectly. The Swede desperately throws low kicks, but that only shows Losen he's on the right path. For good measure, Bark's head eats an overhand, followed by an uppercut and a straight punch just to keep him awake.
Bark má jasnou strategii. Přední nohu. Vydržet jeho údery. Teď skvěle prošla, ale Keitova přední.
The Belgian starts the second round confidently, peppering the Swede's head with sharp, stinging shots.
Dělá takové 5-10 centimetrové pohyby hlavou, ale krásně se dokáže vyhýbat.
Another brilliant combination for Losen. And once again, poor Samuel's head takes the punishment. Keita smells blood like a shark chasing its prey.
Tak znovu Keita doručuje zápas, který rozsvítil halu.
The Belgian chases his opponent around the cage, landing single jabs and hooks. It seems he's waiting for the perfect moment to launch a full attack. Right before the end of the second round, a heavy right hook lands clean on Bark's jaw. He loses his sense of space, but the round's end saves him. Also, take note of Samuel's nose. It looks badly damaged. Keita rushes to finish the fight, traps Bark near the fence, and unleashes a devastating straight punch to the Swede's head. The power of the shot drops him instantly. The Panther jumps on him and finishes the job. Another spectacular victory.
Keita je v absolútnom loveckom móde. Nechce nechať...
On April 29th, 2023, Losen faced Czech fighter Jakub Tichota. Losen immediately catches Jakub's leg and counters with a straight punch to the head. But the Czech is no pushover.
Anyone who attempts it on him, he reads it so well.
Super reactions, but Tichota...
He fires back with his own combination. A fight starts at a very high pace. Tichota throws kicks while the Belgian tests range with jabs.
Real unbelievable speed that he has. He can win the grappling situations, but Tichota's got to get him there.
Yeah.
And
The Panther works with wide hooks and jabs, while Tichota counters and tries to take the fight to the ground. But we remember Keita's strength. He prefers to stay standing.
sometimes when you watch it from Keita, the reactions that he has and when he wants to. Look, great sprawl there.
Oh, that's a nice work though to go low on this single. Can he chain it together? This is the part, those spots, right?
Exactly, and just the power he possesses. You see there, digs in the underhooks, nice swift jab. Once he gets hold of those.
Jakub starts making mistakes, recklessly charging at the Belgian.
But Dakota doing a good job, doing exactly what he needs to do. He needs to make...
Losen sticks to his usual tactic, circling around the opponent, wearing him down, landing single, precise shots. The Czech kicks again, but the Panther reads it and catches his leg. The strategy of a hunting hawk works perfectly. Keita finds the right moment and smashes the Czech's head with brutal hooks.
Then he lands a big shot. And
He's
another.
wobbled him!
Tichota loses balance and falls to the canvas. Losen, as usual, refuses to go to the ground. A sharp high kick lands on Tichota's head. Sensing an opportunity, Losen unleashes more hooks. The Czech starts bleeding from the nose after the kick. Keita once again catches Jakub's leg and hits him with a right hook to the head.
Even his feet under him. He doesn't need to. He
Oh,
can just
he's
wait
so
for his
quick.
break.
And the right hand.
Right hand again.
The Czech doesn't learn from his mistakes. Losen finally goes to the ground and begins hammering his opponent. Soon after, another brilliant high kick lands, and 10 seconds later, another one. It's total domination by Keita.
The corner don't want to let him stand him up. Kota's eye as Keita moves in.
Understanding the realization of what he's dealing
Oh.
with. You cannot see it when you watch, but when you feel it, when you're in there with him and you feel...
Losen starts the third round aggressively, using jabs. Another failed takedown attempt from Jacob. Lucky for him, the Panther doesn't like ground fighting.
Oh, and again, he's going low on the legs, right?
Easy defense, though.
A stunning jab from Keita. Not only beautiful, but so powerful that Jacob's head almost snaps back. The Czech makes another mistake and walks right into the Panther's hook. A straight right to Tihota's already battered head. He staggers, and the Belgian sees it, pinning him to the fence and landing heavy shots. Blood keeps pouring from Jacob's face.
Right in front of us here in the commentary box, we see the speed.
Well, we saw him sit on his punches then as well. Then he really dug back.
Just waiting for that one to land. Just open up to cover even more. Another desperation shot.
It starts with great body work from the Panther, followed by a mix of high kicks and hooks to the head. The Czech drops again. It's a one-sided beatdown. The fight continues on the ground, where Keita relentlessly pounds him. Tihota endures the barrage, but the blood clearly hinders his vision.
And Takota throwing up some sort of submission attempt.
I don't feel we're far off. Losen Keita.
Beautiful hips. Fantastic takedown defense.
Another clean uppercut, followed by a jab. Jacob can barely fight back. Once again, Tihota fails to learn. He tries another high kick. Keita catches the leg and answers with a crushing combo ending with a kick. Clearly, Jacob just doesn't know how to deal with the Panther. The Belgian masterfully works with jabs, hooks, and uppercuts near the fence, turning the Czech's face into a mess. It's honestly painful to look at.
Big stuff here from Keita, digs to the liver.
Another big shot.
This
right in
is
front of us in the
punishing.
commentary box.
Oh, he's dropped
Goes
into
to
the liver.
body. In and out, controlling the range.
Oh, again.
Goes to that body.
Watch the way he rips that. It's
One final straight punch to the head. The referee steps in and stops the fight. A spectacular victory for the Black Panther. We fast forward exactly 3 months to July 29th, 2023, when the Panther faced Mate Sanakize. Let's skip ahead. Unfortunately, this time, Losen suffered an unfortunate loss. The Belgian performs a beautiful takedown, but ironically, it leads to his injury. While coming out of the position, he damages his leg and cannot continue the fight.
Teďka bude Sanekidzeho na zem. A on tam zachytil ten jeho kop, takže... Ale prostě je rychle.
December 9th, 2023, the date of Losen's next fight. This time, his opponent was the German fighter of Georgian descent, Niko Samsonidze. The fight begins very cautiously on both sides. Only a few single strikes are thrown as both fighters study each other.
Yeah, now
looking for this takedown, gets shoved off and framed off from Keita. And Keita very...
Occasionally, they exchange light strikes, but mostly keep their distance. Niko actively uses low kicks.
clip him.
Interesting fight this. Both seem to be wide open with the difference in stance. Both managing to land. That inside leg kick been very good for Niko so far.
Keita slowly starts to remove his caution and goes on the attack. However, the German catches him and scores a great takedown.
I like to wait. I went 4 rounds to finish fights. I'm not in any rush to finich, as I say that. To try and land a big shot. Gets in on this single, does Niko.
Oh, this is a big moment. Yeah, that was a nice entry on that single.
Interesting to see how Losen deals with this, because this is very, very important here.
Oh, that's big. No one's taken Keita down like that. And now in open water as well, Luke, down on the mat, away from the cage.
Losen escapes the takedown beautifully, throws Niko into the fence, and attacks with hooks. It looks great.
From Keita, then shoves his man down. That just shows the power.
Yeah, really.
Stood back up.
The second round begins with an unexpected high kick from the Panther. Nico is clearly stunned and doesn't understand what's happening. Losen rushes in to finish him off, but the referee stops the fight. A solid victory for the Belgian, especially after his previous disappointing loss. Agi Sarderi, a Dutch fighter, became Losen's next opponent. The fight took place on May 4th, 2024. The bout begins with cautious probing and rare attacks.
We're doing the right thing, just circling out, right? Just trying to avoid those big shots. There's a nice inside kick.
Keita attempts a stylish attack, something like a Superman punch, but loses balance and slips.
Oh, and stepping forward, big shots. Way.
The Panther explodes with hooks and straights. A great high kick lands on Sarderi's head. But overall, the fight still lacks momentum, though not for long.
Incredibly unbelievable. Nothing fighter we see in there with him.
Plenty of respect before the fight. Oh, there's the first look at a takedown attempt.
Agi lands a sharp uppercut, but immediately gets caught by a counter hook. Losen follows with a combination, hook, straight, and knee, his arsenal clearly expanding. The fight speeds up, and Sarderi throws his own clean high kick.
And so patient. It's something that you see. He could do more, but he's happier to wait. Here we see the takedown attempt. This is going to be interesting. Gives up on it. Can't get it. Had a good ground takedown ability and the strength. He's very, very deceptively strong and powerful. And you just see it in the speed. For me, it's the speed that's just shattering. Goes to the body, again high.
By the end of the first round, both are trading everything. High kicks, hooks, and all their weapons. The Dutchman uses his legs actively. In the second round, Sarderi sticks to his kicks, while Losen responds with fast hand combinations that lead to a takedown and a ground exchange. Keita gives up his back, and Sarderi looks stronger on the mat. Luckily, for the Belgian, the fight quickly returns to standing. Still, Agi starts the round better.
In the back, Agi Sarderi.
And
look at the turnaround though. Look at that. Agi has a great position there.
Both begin conserving energy, but we still see bright moments, like this crisp uppercut and straight from the Panther.
Nice uppercut, body shot as well.
And it's when he makes people freeze that he gets these moments.
Agi gets too eager in attack and walks right into a heavy overhand.
Oh, big right hand lands. Where's it on the beard though to Sarderi?
The third round begins with Panther's domination. He pins his opponent to the fence and lands sharp, committed jabs.
Gonna feign under the pressure of this third round. I think he's gonna come out at the moment.
But everything can change in an instant, and it does. Keita takes a hard left to the jaw, followed by the knee. Sarderi tries a takedown, but Losen anticipates it.
Big moment there for Sarderi in round 3.
Yeah, blitzed with a three-piece combo, landed and Keita was completely rocked. Then he decided to shoot.
He might still be hurt.
Just when things seem to calm down, the Belgian takes another straight to the face, fails to counter the takedown, and gives up his back. Agi attempts a choke, but can't finish it. Both fighters look visibly tired.
He's working for this takedown. Keita has got to fight that hand. Big round here for Sarderi.
Yeah, Keita manages to avoid that choke. Gives up the mount. Happy to do so. Sarderi now, the biggest challenge that we've ever seen Keita face.
Oh, big shots. He hurt him on the feet. Now he's causing damage on the ground. Keita scrambles, somehow makes space.
Sarderi regains momentum, takes top control on the ground, and starts landing clean shots. But Keita survives and returns to his favorite standing position.
Again, but great work there from Keita to open up. Needs to work back to his feet.
Big breaths from the man from Belgium.
Needs to be careful of his neck.
What a round this is for Agi Sarderi.
Gets some posture and gets to his feet.
No one has done this to Keita.
But Dutchman realizes it's all or nothing. He goes for a takedown and tries to break the Panther.
And manages to get him back down to the ground. Now searching for this Kimura.
Keita is breathing so heavily. Pushes the arm out, makes space. Wow, Sarderi smashes the mouthpiece from Keita.
It's a very even fight, but the judges give the victory to Losen Keita. The next opponent for the Panther was Predrag Bogdanovic from Serbia. The fight took place on July 20th, 2024. Bogdanovic shoots for a takedown almost immediately and grabs the Belgian's leg. The Serb successfully completes it. It's clear that Losen struggles in grappling exchanges.
Gets the crossface, trying to free himself, but Bogdanovic hanging on. Everything he has here up against the fence.
Exactly what the fight is about stylistically.
At the moment. Crossface there with the left arm. That's what he's trying to use to turn the neck. Beautiful job. Now breaks him out. That's a big thing. There's the confidence. Now will the confidence break of Bogdanovic already continue to attempt these takedowns over and over again? This is tiring. Builds anxiety. Builds problems.
A bomb of a right overhand lands on Bogdanovic's head, sending him down to the canvas. Keita activates Predator mode, unleashing a series of brutal punches to the Serb's head.
Precision. Power. Goes to the body, goes up high without it. He has his man on wobbly legs, moving back, catches it again.
Now this is where Keita is not going to be greedy with the the right hand. Big shots coming, he's absolutely...
Losen fires a crisp combination of hooks.
That southpaw stance is Bogdanovic is trying to avoid that right hand of Keita. That's the weapon, the right hand. He hides it so well and then change.
The Belgian throws a strong uppercut, forcing the Serb to go to the ground for safety. But that only makes things worse. He gives up his back, and Keita goes for a choke, though it ends back in standing position.
One of the team that I was speaking to in Losen Keita's corner was saying that they reckon the shot will come that often and they'll become more desperate, that he could leave the neck open, Luke.
Nice spins out, beautiful work, looking to try and take the back, goes cross-face again.
Again, that wrench he's using across the face of Bogdanovic.
Going to try and take the back of Bogdanovic.
Oh, that's painful. Firing that across the face.
Maybe a mistake here though from Keita. He does not want to grapple with the grappler. It's no point, he's absolutely dominating him. And again, shows his level.
The Panther dominates the cage, landing another beautiful uppercut. The fight moves back to the ground, where Bogdanovic improves his position and lands solid shots to Keita's head.
He gives up the back. He gave up there, Keita, a little bit. And gives up the position. This is Bogdanovic breaking his man down. Bogdanovic in great control here from this half-guard position. Needs to get his butt to the fence.
And he needed this moment as well, Luke, in the fight. He looked kind of lost for a bit, but now...
The Serb again tries to take the fight to the ground. It seems that's his main strategy. But this time he pays for it, taking heavy headshots before regaining control and grappling. Losen's preferred striking range is neutralized, and Keita is pushed to the limit as Bogdanovic presses him against the fence.
Let's knock Bogdanovic out. There's that knee.
The knee, but Bogdanovic attaches. Now Keita looking to separate.
Needs to get off the fence.
Bogdanovic does well, just pushes towards that, using that wall to get...
Good elbows, big elbows. See Bogdanovic fill them. Needs to maintain the takedown defense. Needs to be careful of the tricky trips. Good single leg.
Pure technique, just bent his shoulder down onto that knee and took the base away. Now trying to build back up.
Bill, this is better. This is better as he builds up. Needs to not give up his back. Beautiful work.
Big breath from Keita though as he got back up, and again.
A desperate punch there as well from Keita, overthrowing that.
Watch Bogdanovic try and push him back to the cage now.
Yeah, circle here for Keita, but gets pushed. Big problem here. Resting to me, looks a little bit unsure of himself at the moment.
And to be honest, a little bit tired as well. Mouth open, breathing heavy.
The Serb walks right into a hidden right hand and drops to the canvas like a sack. Beautiful shot. Momentum shifts back to Losen, who lands a great straight and hook combination.
The right hand is what he's trying to set up, that shy overhand that he lands. Off that fence again, needs to be careful wherever he is. Good circle out on right hand.
Just when it seems calm again, a monstrous uppercut crashes into Bogdanovic's head. He collapses, completely out. The ref stops the fight. Keita starts realizing the true power and potential of his punches. A great fight and an impressive win. September 21st, 2024, the date of another fight for Losen. His opponent this time was the Polish fighter Mateusz Legierski. From the very first seconds, both fighters exchange hooks and kicks. No time wasted on feeling out. Keita starts catching the Pole's leg, something he does very well.
Then that size could come into play, Luke.
Well, the MMA realist and athleticism, and he has those feints and he controls the cage. He always catches the low kicks. Nice left hook attempt there from Legierski.
The Panther attempts an aggressive hook attack, but it doesn't land. The pole counters, but all fighters mostly hit air for now. Mateusz lands a nice body kick, followed by a wide hook. The pace slightly slows down.
When he's pushing you back, he's completely relaxed. Just misses with that right hand.
A cautious but steady exchange of punches.
You have to believe in yourself because he stands right in the fire. You know, he stands right in the moment. Nice, ooh, left hand, almost.
Keita launches another aggressive attack but retreats to the center after missing. The Pole impresses with strong kicks. Near the end of the round, both fighters exchange flurries, but time runs out before any clean finish. Almost the entire second round consists of active striking exchanges and long combinations from both sides.
Oh, now they're swinging.
Again, pushing Keita up against the fence. Controlling the...
We go to. Feels like he's made fans everywhere. Scores as we moved into round number 2.
I believe Keita is ahead on all 3 of the
The
judges.
fight where he wants it, keeping the fights.
Right hand, he's finding that range now, very, very close. Slowly edging in. There it is, go to the body.
Oh, and the body.
Big shot to the body.
Oh, he's hurt to the body. You can see that. Look at the difference in his posture now. Just 2 weeks ago,
Good right hand to the body.
his fiance gave birth. Oh, down to the mat they go.
Maybe look at the setup, that kick.
Yeah.
Goes. Not quite sure how this round has been scored.
Again, we will fight.
The final round begins with active footwork. Both wait for an opening, and it comes. They engage in simultaneous attacks. Mateusz tries a takedown near the fence, but quickly abandons it. He continues to strike standing, but nothing significant lands.
He throws that right hand, gets in the mix-up. Now we see him put the weight on Keita. I thought we'd see that small, that explosive energy.
Then he adds a flying knee. It looks spectacular, but the Panther stays upright.
Keita, if he wins this, so doesn't want to take unnecessary damage. Like that, jumping.
The Pole pushes forward, trying to seize the initiative. We see a great left high kick and several hooks.
Again, Legerski pushing the action. Keita trying to counter.
Oh, that was close.
He's thrown that a couple of times.
Another flying knee from Mateusz. It lands hard.
In the Polish man's side.
Big jump knee, man.
Jump knee.
Losen clinches to recover, but quickly regains his composure. Both fighters understand the fight is nearing its end and want to finish early. To be fair, Legerski seems to want it more. He keeps attacking with kicks and straight pressure. By the end, Mateusz is practically flying around the cage, mixing in strong length strikes. It's a great, evenly matched fight, but the Panther wins by judges' decision.
Oh, that's a nice jab from under the guard of Legerski.
Oh, and again with that spinning kick, just misses. You can see now Keita not wanting to fade off
Yeah.
to that side of that heel kick.
Looks like Keita will be the man to hand Legerski his first defeat inside the octagon cage.
Losen, Black Panther, Keita.
Remember when I said that Losene Keita and Ronald Paradiser would meet again? Well, that time has come. It happened on December 29th, 2024. The fight started relatively calmly, but Paradiser still got caught by a solid hook from the Belgian. Keita sensed the moment and began attacking Ronald's body. Moments later, the Panther unleashed a whole series of hooks on the Slovak.
Stephen Waters and the other guys there were talking about in Keita in sparring. He's dropped every single sparring partner with body.
At the moment, not throwing much, getting quite heavy.
Oh!
Dominance.
Keita turned up the pressure, landing strong shots to Ronald's jaw, followed by a sharp high kick.
Kicking would be a fantastic idea for Ronnie, and maybe trying to instigate. Not many men like him.
Years ago. Oi.
Evaded easily that though by Keita.
Judgment at distance, he's dialed in early, Luke.
Very, very dialed in and moving in the right direction. See how he steps off to his left. Goes to the body, head kick.
Oh, swinging with that left hand is Paradise.
There's a brief exchange of punches where the Panther clearly has the upper hand. He relentlessly pressures his opponent, and it's obvious that Paradiser isn't in his element. He just can't seem to find his rhythm.
In the power coming towards him. Could catch Keita. But this first round, we're already over 3 minutes in, and so far Keita doing exactly what he does.
But suddenly, near the cage, Ronald strikes back with a clean high kick and follows up with his hands. At the start of the second round, both fighters exchange heavy hooks again.
He needs to start the combinations, not end them, so he needs to be the first and last. He needs to draw from Keita. He can't let Keita dictate the pace.
The Slovak makes a big mistake and eats a brutal series of punches to the head from the Belgian. Keita follows up with a powerful knee.
Keita.
Wait, big knee. Just seems in complete control in there at the moment.
Losene corners Ronald against the cage, and when Paradiser tries to counter, he takes another barrage of hooks to the head. At moments, Paradiser finds some success, this time landing a clean uppercut that sends the Panther to the canvas. Ronald senses his chance and tries to control the Belgian on the ground, working in some knees, but it doesn't work.
Now, Ronnie, this is what I expected more from him. Pressure, try and get up against the fence, tire out those fast muscle fibers. Good circle out, nice knee on the break.
Paradiser starts throwing flying knees. They connect, but don't do much damage.
Still over the top. It's made an interesting factor in round number 2, 2 minutes.
Keita presses the Slovak against the cage and begins methodically attacking with punches and kicks. Ronald drops to the canvas trying to escape, but Keita keeps landing heavy shots to the head until the referee steps in and stops the fight.
1 minute, 10 seconds remain.
That's him! The elbows drop Paradiser to his back. The referee calls it. Losen Keita!
In conclusion, sometimes one decision can completely change a person's life. Our hero started out in street fights, but found his purpose in the octagon. Now, the Black Panther is heading to the UFC, aiming to replicate his success there. Could he become a double champion in 2 different weight classes? What do you think? Can he do it?